A very good evening again from Rourkela. It is match 7 of the Hero Hockey India League 2024-2025, and Soorma take on the UP Rudras. Soorma looking for their first win, and it's the two H's, Harmanpreet taking on Hardik, and it should be a really interesting battle between these two teams. It's also two Dutch coaches going head-to-head. Paul van As for the Rudras and Jeroen Baart for Soorma. Who will come out on top? Who will have the bragging rights?
Good evening, Rourkela. Today's match is between Soorma Hockey Club and the UP Rudras. We're ready for the toss. The on-field umpires are here, as are both the captains. Red was the call.
We take ball. Ball.
All right.
We keep the side.
Okay. So UP Rudras have won the toss and they will start the play.
The umpires making their way out. Raghu Prasad and Shakil Ahmed, both from India. And the video umpire tonight is going to be Deepak Joshi. So it's an all-Indian affair when it comes to the officiating. Now the players emerge from the stand below us. Harmanpreet and Hardik high-five each other as they come out. Great friends, but great rivals tonight. They will want to get a victory over each other, and that should make it all the more exciting. Taking their places across the center of the field.
10,
9,
8,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3,
2,
1. Let's play.
Harmanpreet says, let's play. And it is his team that is down there in the white. The Rudras in the dark blue. Who will come out on top? It's beginning to get crucial with the Tigers winning back-to-back games and sitting top of the ladder. Good ball forward, but just kicked off the turf and over the stick and harmlessly out of play.
Good early attack, good aerial ball. Trying to find his player in the D. A difficult bounce for him to bring down on that occasion in the D.
Sukhvinder got the aerial pass that time from Harmanpreet, wins a free hit, but he's going to have to go and retrieve the ball. Not getting any help from the Rudras players, and why would you? You can always get a card, of course, if you play the ball after the whistle's gone, so it's best to just leave it. Vortelbor brings that one down just on the edge of the circle. Good pass forward from him, and then that was a good pass to find Lalit, who played it out wide. Good run along the baseline, ran out of space. It's going to be a long corner. In fact, it's going to be a free hit just outside the circle. Played all the way back to Lars Bulk. Kane Russell goes back to Kane Russell on the left here. Comes to him now. Help down the line. Surrender Kumar, who of course forced his way into the Indian side, playing for the Delhi Wave Riders. Shot on the turn. It's a good block. Another shot on the turn, and it's the opening goal. And that was fired home. And I think it's Sudeep Chamarko who gets his second of the tournament.
UP Rudras, 1 goal up in the first quarter. Thought that was a great setup. Beautiful turn inside the D. And the first time try on goal. 1-0 to the Rudras.
Hayward carrying it forward, played it out wide, went on a little run forward. It's now thrown in the air into the circle, brought down well. Brilliant save again. Coming off his line really quickly was Mazzarello. That was, he's only had the one save to make so far to deny Prabjot. Kane Russell feeding it forward. Infield it comes that time from Villalonga. Now inside the circle. Sudeep Chamarko plays it across the face of goal. Good save and the rebound. It's a penalty corner. It was Gurjot who was on the spot, but he couldn't get it past the keeper, Vincent Van Ash.
Sudeep is on fire, isn't he, Ashley?
As Sandeep said, just easing his way along. And it was a good ball across the face of goal. And up it came, and that was the danger created. So Hardik will inject. Kane Russell waits at the top of the circle. Goes to Kane Russell. Van Ash saves and cleared on the volley over the side. It's going to be a long corner. Bulk avoids 2 challenges, keeps going, feeds it into the circle. Good defence though again, and it needed to be because there were plenty of blue shirts lurking, one of them being Akashdeep.
At the moment, the Rudras, whenever they have possession of the ball, there's absolutely no pressure on the ball carrier or the players making space up front.
Poncelet just losing out there, stolen by Hardik. Hardik has 3 defenders ahead of him, going through the middle, feeds the ball out wide, and it was just a push towards goal by Akashdeep. No venom, but he's won a long corner.
Fantastic skills from Hardik on that occasion. Went through the entire defense of the Soorma's team, but Akashdeep could not make that count.
And that is why the Rudras are just running the clock down. There's 2 seconds left, and they will just leave the ball. The hooter goes, and the worrying thing is Lars Bulk is hobbling a little bit. He's just bent over to look at his right knee. Well, they'll hope there's nothing urgent or serious with that. But as we head into the first break, it's Soorma 0, UP Rudras 1. Back for the second quarter now as the Rudras get us underway, leading by 1-0. Looking to build on that lead if they can.
I just think Paul Van Ass will be pretty happy with the way the team has shaped up in the first quarter. He also did not spend too much time giving instructions to the team, as against Jerome Bart, who had a lot to say to them.
I think he actually only used up 45 seconds, so it was very brief from Paul Van Ass. Harmanpreet, we should just say, had a little bit of an upset stomach going into the opening game.
It's not really going to get you anywhere, Ashley. Better off with rotating the ball and keeping it with themselves and giving the forwards enough time to create a space up front.
Albury throwing that one forward. It was a really well-directed pass, but I think Gurjot just lost it because it ended up hitting him. And he didn't get his stick really that close to it. I think he just maybe lost it in the lights. Poncelet again. Sunit Lakra turns away from Lars Bulk. Down the line he feeds it. Trying to weave his way into the circle is Maninder Singh. And Raghu Prasad just having a harsh word with Lars Bulk.
Yeah, exhibiting great skill. Just try to lift it over Surinder's stick, but just not to be.
Well, penalty corner has been awarded now for the player being in front within the 5 meters of the player receiving it. Jumping up, Akashdeep needs to make sure he gets that ball.
Yeah, if he's attempting to intercept that ball, he needs to get that ball, else he has to be 5 meters and let the receiver receive the ball and then tackle him.
So penalty corner number 7 now for Soorma. Harmanpreet lines up at the first battery. Jeremy Hayward is alongside him at the second. Can they finally get back on level terms? Go to Harmanpreet, he flicks. It's a good work again by the first runner. And it is going to be, though, another penalty corner. Lars Bulk doing really well as the first rusher.
Actually, it really baffles me. Why are they not trying a variation? It's been repeatedly doing the same thing and getting nothing out of it.
There's a line about that, isn't it? If you keep doing the same thing and it doesn't work. Harmanpreet again saved by Mazzarello this time. Albury trying to feed it towards Akashdeep on the edge of the circle. Stolen away by Soorma. Played quickly infield that time by Boris Burkhardt. Comes wide again. Gurjant goes back to Poncelet. Vivek Prasad squares it to Harmanpreet, who just lost it for a split second. Harmanpreet looking to throw it high. There's 8 seconds left. De La Torre will drill that one in, looking for the deflection. Well, there was a touch, But there is the hooter, and it wasn't on target. Roper, I think, was the man who got the deflection, just couldn't get it on target towards the goal. And there's a little bit of conversation there with the Rudras, but Harmanpreet, well, he had a few chances from penalty corners to pull his team level, didn't manage to do so. So we head into half-time, and the score is Soorma Hockey Club 0, UP Rudras 1. The second half about to get underway. Soorma, who really came storming back in that second period, now looking to maintain that in the third. As we heard from Paul Van Ass, he wants to see his team be a little bit more aggressive in this third quarter and fourth quarter. Played down the line that time by De La Torre, but over the side it went.
But didn't use that option.
Lalit now receives it, just dropping off that time was De La Torre, who thought about trying to make the tackle. Vivek Prasad moves out to try and defend for Soorma, but it's a good bit of play by the Rudras. In it goes, but coming in, couldn't get the touch, Sunil Jojo.
I think the umpire Raghu Prasad also pulled it up for a lifted ball.
So this was the ball, I think, where coming in, Sunil Jojo. Now, Gurjot, to be fair, hasn't had the run of the ball tonight. This was good play by him into the circle, and then that touch was so important. Sukhvinder's touch. Now in the circle comes Roper, plays it to the baseline. Has it gone in? It's squeezed. Oh, it's a penalty corner. Well, I think they're going to refer that. I thought that had just squeezed underneath.
So I have to check, is there any foot of the defense or attacker? Attacker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check and get back to you. Okay.
So Deepak Joshi, the video umpire, and it's the Rudras are saying there's a foot of the attacker. Roper goes in the circle.
I would say good advantage.
Plays the ball down. Across it comes, saved from Mazzarello, and I think, yeah, it just hits the player there that's tumbling in. That's
So
Boris
we'll take a
Burkhardt.
again, please.
Yeah, let's get a look at this from another angle. Probably
Let's wait, please. Let's wait. Let him come for the answer.
I have an advice for you. The ball hit the attacker's foot. You may restart with a free hit and they keep their reference.
Okay.
Certainly, Floris Vortelbo was right on the spot, and he went straight away across to the umpire.
Definitely not Ashley.
Comes to Vortelbo. Throws it high into the circle, brought down well. The Rudras in a good position. Trying to work his way as Sudeep Chamaka lays it back. It's there! And it is another goal for the Rudras. Well, it was really well worked. Sudeep Chamaka with a brilliant pass.
You know what, Ashley? At the end of this tournament, they need to have a prize for the team with the best celebration for a goal. But how well was that set up? Sudeep, yet again, doing the right thing, brought it down beautifully, kept his composure, and a great little flick to his player there.
Jobanpreet, the man with the goal, and he deserves that with the work he's done. So his first goal of the tournament. Trying to peer through all that smoke. Comes back to Hayward. Hayward showed a little bit too much of the ball. It's been stolen away. Chance to come forward. Who's on it? Sudeep Chamako. He's waiting for the player to get inside the circle. Forced wide again. Now just drops it out. And into the circle. Penalty corner one. Great ball out wide. Lalit into the circle. Penalty corner Rudras. Just their second of the match.
Patiently set up Lalit there and finding the foot of Harmanpreet in the D.
So Vortelbo is at the first pressure. James Albury is the second. So it will be interesting to see what goes down here. Vortelbo goes on the reverse. Oh, off target.
Well, there's the variation we've been talking about, Ashley. At last we get to see something. Just trying to sidestep him and take a tomahawk. The idea was, I think, just perfect, but execution a little lopsided.
Yeah. Boris Vortelbo, I think he knows that was a great chance for him to get a rare goal.
Yeah, his face said it all, didn't it, Ashley, after he executed that?
Sure did. Anyway, it's Soorma coming forward. Good ball played forward by Nicolas de la Torre. It's going to be a long corner out wide for Soorma. That's a good pass to find Vivek Prasad, who's been kept fairly quiet today. Nicolas de la Torre. Akashdeep wins it back, wants to play on. De la Torre's foot got in the way initially, but Akashdeep self passes, plays it through. Lovely touch by Lalit. Lalit into the circle, feeds it wide to Akashdeep. Oh, and across the face of goal. I think Akashdeep was caught in two minds. Do I cross or do I shoot?
Yeah, he went with the right option, I thought, but Harmanpreet, I thought, was caught napping on that occasion. Lalit Upia doing a great setup for Akashdeep. He tried to lay it across. Mazarello, I thought, was very quick off the line. He read the situation very well, doing well to pad it away to safety.
Again, it was a good run along the baseline, and they've won a penalty corner, although I think there may be a referral. Surrender Kumar. Now, Prabjot was the player at the top of the circle. They're saying, the umpire thought there was a stick check here, and they're saying no stick check from Rafael Villalonga. Again, straight away, Hardik was convinced. Let's just try and see here. He's got the ball there.
Got the ball. Look to me, he got the ball first, and I don't see any reason.
Akil, I have an advice for you. It's the tackle is on the ball, so you may restart with a bully and they keep their referral.
So restart with a bully and they keep their referral. And good to see a little hug from the two players, especially Maninda. Well, we're into the final minute of the third quarter. It's been a good one for the Rudras. Thrown long. Akashdeep is coming round the back. Oh, me. That was so close. It went over the head of De La Torre, who suddenly panicked because he knew Akashdeep was behind him.
Great aerial ball. Akashdeep tried his best, just evading a stick.
Harmanpreet surges towards the circle, going one way then the other, but the Rudras pick it up and it's swept over to the sideline. And that will be the final play of the third quarter, which, as I said, has been a good one for the UP Rudras because they've added to their tally and they've kept Soorma at bay. And so as we head into the final break, it is Soorma Hockey Club 0, UP Rudras 2. Well, the final quarter about to get underway. Can Soorma come back from 2-0 down? Or are the Rudras going to follow the Bengal Tigers with 2 wins from 2 games? I think what's impressed me, Sandeep, has been the defence from the Rudras tonight.
Yes, Ashley, absolutely. I think we spoke about that, and after their first game, they have really worked around on their defence, and they've had a great structure in defence. And if you see at the break, Van Ness took the entire time to give instructions to his team, and Jerome Bart was pretty simple. It looked like he just said, go get the goals.
And of course, if they do hang on and get the victory, they will go top of the ladder because their goal difference will be +4 as opposed to the Shirachi Ra Bengal Tigers +2. And again, the aerial pass too long from Soorma over the baseline, and the Rudras will say you can do that all day.
Right, Ashley. It's the two that came in went him. Otherwise, not really much action from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, there have been a few shots, but they've been off target. Again, the Rudras watching on from the bench. Harmanpreet plays it back. It's another flick over the top. Played forward by Harjit. A little bit of a bump there on the edge of the circle. It's gone a free hit to the Rudras. And Yaron Bart, you can see, just trying to say how he wants them to play when the ball goes forward. Lars Bulk. Vortelbo just holding it up. Burkhardt looking to put pressure on his fellow Dutchman. And that's a yellow card. Boris Burkhardt. Well, he's got a yellow card. He's saying he got the ball, but the umpire has issued a card. And so that's 5 minutes on the side. They're down to 10, and the goalkeeper is off.
Not sure, Raghu seems to have seen it a little differently.
Yeah, they're back to 11 players. So all 11 outfield players. Didn't think they'd be risking it with 10, but just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, but then actually having said that, even with 10 men trailing with less than 5 minutes to go, I still think you take your chances, go up in attack and see if something can come off it.
Looking for the free hit, edge of the circle, didn't get it. Now surging through the middle is Hardik. There's no goalkeeper, remember, it's pushed wide on the reverse. Yes, there it is. There's a third goal for them. And a really smart move coming out of defence. And a good finish by Akashdeep. He was never going to miss that one.
He had his passing options, chose Akashdeep, and a great tomahawk into the goal.
The minute he slipped it to Akashdeep, you just were sure Hayward trying to stretch. Harmanpreet coming back behind, but Akashdeep, too much direction and too much pace.
Is looking for a back stick inside the circle. Can you please check?
Now want to say it's a back stick. Well, it was shown on the big screen.
I'm happy.
Well, Raghu Prasad saying he's happy. Now the referral I didn't think came when the replay was on the big screen. Is this a back stick? Oh.
No, I don't think so. Actually, that's on the edge of the stick. In my books, that is a goal.
There is no clear reason to change your decision, stay with the goal, and they lose their referee.
Thank you.
Deepak Joshi agrees with you. And I think that was just a roll of the dice for Soorma. And it was one that they lost. Paul Van As still not smiling just yet. He's telling them to keep thinking. And just lost again in the middle of the field, but one back. That was good play. It was Pavan that lost the ball, and that's kept down well by Harmanpreet. Reverse stick, cross towards goal. Almost a very wild swing. It's a penalty corner, has been given. So there's the ball played up in the air here. It was Surinder Kumar. Well, the penalty corner is going to be taken. So Soorma, 0 from 10 so far in this match. Harmanpreet twizzles his stick in his hands. Can he finally get on the scoreboard for his side? Flicking late, it's wide of the mark this time. So the answer is no. And Harmanpreet will be a little bit frustrated with that. The UP Rudras will be over the moon. The two Indian teammates embrace. But they're just wide of the mark. He was going for that bottom corner again. And it just wasn't their night for penalty corners. Paul Van As wanted to try and restrict them, but his team conceded 10. But they did very well when they conceded them and prevented Soorma from scoring from any of those. So goals from Sudeep Chermako, Jobanpreet and Akashdeep were the difference between the two teams. And the Rudras, big smile on the face of the goalkeeper, not surprisingly. James Mazzarello didn't have that much to do tonight, but he'll be very pleased that his defence held firm. And they will move to the top of the Hero Hockey India League ladder because they have superior goal difference to the Bengal Tigers. Final score here, Soorma Hockey Club 0, UP Rudras 3.